What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's Paul. I wanted to give you an update on some of my Cissus plants. These are the grape ivies. They have a lot of different names, but I have three of them here to show you. I have a bunch more, but these are the ones I really wanted to give you some insight on. And two of them are in watercolor. One of them is in acrylic yarn. And yeah, let's get started with the smallest one first. And I don't remember what the name of this one is, but it is very interesting. It almost looks like trifoliate orange, something like that. Some of the leaves have 3 leaflets, some of them have 5. And the new growth is coming out lighter green with kind of like a reddish hue to it. And we've got beautiful roots in here. This was a small plant that I thought was going to die in soil. And I said, you know what? Let me give it a shot, put it in some water, and sure enough, we are getting new growth and new roots. So once again, watercolor saved my life, at least for this plant. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about this plant except it is really cute and unusual. And you don't see this around as often as some of the others that I'm going to show you, but it's definitely worth getting your hands on if you do have a collection of these types of plants. So yeah, that's that one. Got that one out of the way. The next one I'm going to show you is the oak leaf grape ivy, which I had featured this in a video once before, or twice before, I can't remember. And this one is in acrylic yarn, and it took off immediately. You can see that the roots are no joke. They're pretty much everywhere in this yarn. I may have to repot this or re-glass this into something bigger, only because I don't want the roots to keep drying out the medium, because I water it, it drinks it up, it grows, it needs more. So you can see there is new growth points here, here, and the main stem, which is up here. It just keeps growing, which is very exciting. I love how this one's doing. And now I have one of these in watercolor, and it's doing all right, but it's not doing like it is in the yarn. So I'm not sure if these plants or this specific species requires more oxygen to the roots. I'm not sure the reasons why, but all I do know is it does fantastic in the yarn. And this was just a cutting. This wasn't even a fully rooted plant. It was a cutting that has taken off. You can see it has grown from, I think, right around here. That's all the new growth. And of course the lighter leaves and new growth and the roots, because there were no roots on this cutting. But it just is so cool to watch. So yeah, this one does really well, has been doing really well. Now this third one I'm going to show you, this is the rotundifolia, I believe. It has very thick, waxy leaves. They're round, almost feel like a Hoya obovata, except there are teeth. But the texture is the same. It's very, can you hear that? Very, very thick, waxy, almost fake. It feels like a fake plant. So I had put this one into watercolor. It immediately enjoyed that. You can see the roots went nuts. Old roots are dark, new roots are the lighter as usual. I keep a little bit out for some oxygen. I'm gonna have to top this up just a little bit, top this off, because I wanna make sure that those upper roots don't dry too much. But this didn't do too much for too long. It just kind of sustained itself. But once the roots really started going, and you can see there are lots and lots of roots in there, we ended up getting this new growth. It goes all the way up here. Isn't that crazy? Let me see if I can get it far away so you guys can see exactly how long that new growth. It shot up pretty quickly too. It's a nice sized vine. Yeah, so obviously enjoying its watercolor home. I saw this like I guess it was a couple weeks ago, and it was only like maybe this tall, right? And I'm like, oh, look, it's growing. And then boom, it just shot up. So very excited about that. With these guys, I haven't been giving enough feed. I'm going to be honest with you. I really should be giving it more. I'll probably give it some more fertilizer just because of the nitrogen needs. But that is, yeah, I haven't really been giving enough feed. I've been giving it water and water changes, but yeah. So I'll probably start feeding it more just to make sure that it's got everything it needs. But I'm also going to start taking cuttings because I don't want this plant to just start climbing up the wall and attaching to the wall, because that's probably what's going to happen with these tendrils. So right now it's not touching the wall where it is, but it's just a matter of time. Anyway, rotundifolia, water culture, oak leaf, and acrylic yarn, and this one, whatever it's called, and water culture as well. Small little baby. Anyway, if you have any questions on these guys, really, really easy. They're in very low light. This one's in extremely low light. It doesn't really get much even ambient light from outside. This one gets some bright light, so there is some sun that gets that hits this plant. But this one, maybe that's why it's reaching so desperately, because it's not getting any direct sun or direct light at all. No grow lights or anything over this one. But yeah, if you have any questions on the Cissus genus of plants, I also have the other ones, the Amazonica. I have the Discolor, which is the Rex begonia vine. I could definitely show you those as well, but I want to show you these three because, first of all, there's been incredible growth, and I don't think you guys have ever seen this little guy. Anyway, if you have any questions, reach out. We'll discuss. If you have any questions on water culture for house plants, indoor plants, reach out. If you have any questions on yarn, acrylic yarn culture for growing internal house indoor plants, just reach out and we will discuss. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell if you want to be notified, and I will see you in the next video.